Hey, what's going on, guys? Jeff, Naturally Caffeinated here. So today I want to talk to you about double blips. So, are double blips easy to learn? No. Do they take a lot of practice? Yes, many, many hours. So, I took a lesson with Rich Larson and I spent that entire lesson learning the proper techniques. Now, when you have someone there coaching you and they're telling you exactly what you need to be doing, it is very, very helpful. And Rich Larson is an amazing teacher. So, at the end of my 4 hours with Rich Larson, yes, I was able to do a double blip over, I don't know, there were 3 telephone poles stacked together. And it felt amazing. And it took a lot of hard work, I'll tell you that much. So, now, I want to explain something. I have 2 dirt bikes. I have the 04 YZ250 and I have the 2016 Beta 300 Race Edition. Now, this bike has an hydraulic clutch. This bike has a cable clutch. Does it matter which bike you use? Yes, it does. The cable clutch is a little bit harder to learn the double blip with. So, if you want to learn the double blip technique, take that into consideration. If you have a hydraulic clutch bike, start with that. It makes the technique a little bit easier and it gives you a little more practice without arm pump than it does with the cable clutch. So, now, if this is all you've got, good on you, because you're going to become an amazing double blip technique artist when you're done using your cable clutch. And then if you jump over to hydraulic, it's even easier. So, so I took my lessons with Rich on the Beta, and it was a great session. Having a hydraulic clutch is absolutely amazing. Now, most recently, I've been practicing the double blips on the YZ, and I gotta tell you, that's very challenging to say the least. So, I'm gonna show you some video of me practicing double blips on the 04 YZ250, and this is going to be a to be continued video because the clips I have for you show how challenging it is to do a double blip outside of a lesson, outside of someone telling you exactly the proper technique to use to get up and over an obstacle. Now, I am practicing out at a campsite near where I live, and there's a fairly good sized log there that I decided I would practice on. Could I have practiced on something smaller? Of course, but I wanted to start with something a little bit more intimidating so I could get over that fear of going up and over an obstacle. And it can be quite intimidating, to say the least, because once you start to go up and over, you're up pretty high with your dirt bike in almost a wheelie position, and it can be a little bit sketchy. But I wanted to do that so that after this, I can go up and over most obstacles. And so the challenge with this particular tree is it has a large branch coming off of it, and this thing is cut, it's laying down, and the large branch is in front of the log, and so it was challenging to place the front wheel, to say the least. Now, the other side of the log doesn't have any bark on it, and it's very slick, and so I was having a rough time trying to pick where to practice on that log. But nonetheless, I practice. I've got some footage here for you that shows how hard and how challenging it is to be out alone working on the double blips. But at the end of the video, you can see my last 2 double blips. We're getting a little bit better, and I'll continue to practice. So hopefully my next video, I will have the double blip technique down a lot better, and then I can just show you what good form looks like. Now, again, there's tons of videos out there on double blips and what good form looks like. I'm putting myself out there so that I force myself to learn, and this is what this video is all about. And hopefully, while you're watching the video, you can observe what not to do, but then in some cases, what to do. So it's very critical that you learn how to initiate a wheelie at the proper time, place your front wheel appropriately on the right spot of your obstacle, compress the bike, and then as it decompresses, you use your clutch and your throttle to get the bike up and over and safely land with the rear tire first, then the front tire. I don't do half of that stuff in this video, but I'm putting myself out there, I'm giving it a shot, and I'm gonna try to do my best. So to be continued, and thanks for watching. Let's get started. Oh, that was almost it. Stab by the handlebar. Woo! Oh, I'm hesitating. Okay, this one's not so bad. I get a proper wheelie, proper front wheel placement, good fork compression, good body position, but just not enough on the top end to give the blip what I need to get over. Okay, here's the second one where my technique is improving and I'm starting to get the hang of it. I have good wheelie timing, good front wheel placement, and keep in mind that this log has a branch coming off the side of it, so placing the front wheel can be a little bit challenging on this one, but I land the front wheel where I need to, get good compression assisted by my body. Front end comes up, then I chop the throttle and I lose everything, so I got to keep working.